totally okay to have some things that we like and some things that we don't like.
Yeah.
Just like we have in this country, there are some things I like in this country and some
there's
I don't
something I
like.
don't like. Yeah.
And it's a human experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's totally okay to give ourselves the grace of missing and not missing some things.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because sometimes
so
you
good.
feel guilty as if you should love everything that was home.
The guilt.
Yes, the guilt.
How can I not miss that?
Yes.
That is not okay not to miss that. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And sometimes we glorify home as this place where we loved everything.
But it's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true. That's why we are saying these experiences are
they're very personal.
They are very personal and different. And I think because of nowadays, because we've been here for long, these things have taken some kind of a balance.
Yeah.
You miss and you don't miss.
Yeah. I don't miss having to think about everything.
Yeah.
I just want to wake up and go whenever I want.
Yeah. You know, also something I really miss about home is getting a cup of tea that is full. Hello and welcome to another episode of Far From Home Diaspora Conversations. Thank you so much for tuning in, for listening to us or watching us. My name is Carol Millenbrock, one of the hosts.
And Wambui, the other host.
And today we are so excited to be here to have these conversations that we are having regularly here together on this podcast, conversations that we normally have on our sofas, that we have decided to have in front of the camera, to have you be a part of these conversations, laugh with us, cry with us. You know, it's not everything that is funny, but today we are trying to have a lighter conversation. And before we continue, I want to appreciate our sponsors for this podcast, TDX Media. We'll be telling you more about TDX Media as we go on. I just want to say thank you, be grateful for the trust that they have shown us. They've been working with us, and thank you for that. So now we go to our topic for today.
Yeah. Today we brought you something that we were actually talking about the other day, and we thought, this could be a podcast because this is how our conversations go. We talk about
everything.
something.
It's an episode. This is an episode. This can be an episode. Yeah.
Yes, this can be an episode.
Yes.
And we're talking about things we miss or do not miss about home.
Yes.
Now, a little context. When I came to this country, I was told, don't change. Don't change. Make sure you don't change.
Yeah.
And looking back now, for me, it has been 13 years. For Caro, it has been even longer. Caro, how long have you been here?
About 17 years now.
About 17 years. And obviously, in 17 years or 13 years, you change.
Change is inevitable.
Change is inevitable. And thank God for change.
Yes.
Thank God. I'm so glad I've changed.
It's not negative.
No. It's not negative. Because sometimes people tell you, stay how you are. Stay the way you are. And I said, no, don't. Don't stay the way you are.
It doesn't even make sense to just stay the way you are.
No, even a tree grows
and
loses trees and gets new trees. Nothing stays the way it is.
Yeah.
So we have changed.
Yes.
And
we have grown.
We have grown. Yeah.
We were even talking about the wordings to use for this.
Yeah.
I even found that very interesting.
Yeah.
When we were talking about what word did we say that was maybe not political, when you're talking about colonialism and how you are told to be civilized and all that. So these are words we are trying not to use in order to, have those topics for another day.
For another podcast.
Yeah, for another podcast.
Yeah.
So we just work on growth. We've grown.
Yes. And maybe someone is watching and wondering, so where do they come from? We come from Kenya. This is what we mean when we say
home.
Things we miss about home.
Yes.
This is the home we are talking about.
Yeah.
But it's important also for me to say this is our story.
Yes.
So
not everybody's story.
Yes. Yeah.
So we don't speak for Kenyans.
No.
Wambui is speaking for Wambui.
Yes.
I am speaking for Carol, for myself.
Yes.
So when you hear us speaking, don't go and generalize and say Kenyans are like this. Or if there's a Kenyan somewhere, don't say like, why are they speaking for us? We are not speaking for all of you.
No.
We are speaking for ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
This is how we experience our life. And this is what we miss or we don't miss.
And it's different for everybody.
And it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, we will be very interested
to know
after you've listened to our podcast, what do you miss? What is home for you? And what are the things you miss? And what are some of the things you do not miss?
Yeah. And for me, I would start with, of course, the obvious, the food.
Food.
Yes. I miss the food. And it's not like I can't have this food here. Most of it, I can have it. Like I can do my ugali, I can do my pilau, but it's still not 100% the same.
No, it's not.
I do a very good percentage of it. And you also say that you like my food.
I love
it. Reminds you of home, and many people have said that. But it's still not 100% because I think it's the people you share it with.
Yeah.
That feeling of, because this food even tastes different in different occasions. So when I'm eating it alone, it tastes different than when I'm eating it with Wambui.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Yeah.
And this is something I really miss about home. Just a big pot of mokimo with these green leaves from pumpkin leaves, nyeni. That of fresh, soft white maize made with some nice beans, and the potatoes at home taste different.
I know.
And then that with nyeni, just that mokimo. Just thinking about it, I start salivating.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah. Because here we don't get maize that is green and fresh, and you get dried ones.
Or yellow ones that are sweet.
Or yellow ones that
Why
are sweet.
Why are they sweet? I don't know.
No, that's a different breed that has been,
bred like that to be
bred
sweet.
like that to suit this taste of the German people, European people, because they like sweet things. But that is not the maize we have. And I miss that. I miss that mokimo. Food is one thing that I really, really miss about home.
I get that. I miss that too. Do you know the first thing I do when I get to Kenya? I get myself mutura. I come from a island. I grew up eating mutura.
Meat.
Yes.
A lot of meat.
Meat. And we didn't have too much of it. So whenever we had
mutura,
it, we ate it. And mutura you could buy for 2 cents.
Yeah. Just a little piece of it.
A little piece.
Mutura, for those who don't know, it's a big sausage, that is round. And on the streets in Kenya, it is sold, like they put all of it on some kind of a grill. And then when you come, it is cut for the amount of money you want to have. Like if you have 5 Kenya shillings, you get a small piece. You have 10, you get another bigger piece. So that is mutura. Yeah. And that is culture. That is Kenyan culture.
That is.
Yeah. We love our mutura. And mutura is made with all the things that you normally would not eat like that. It's everything that is in there. It's mostly there is blood. There is a lot of, the insides.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them what's inside. Don't tell me
what is inside. It's just something that is delicious that we love eating. And it's sold on the streets. So if you go to Nairobi or wherever, you find mutura on the street. Yeah. And we miss that. Yeah. And even nyama choma. It does not smell the same here. I miss. How when there was a party somewhere at a neighbor's place.
You smell it.
You smell it from I don't know where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The meat. Those ones.
Yes.
They have a party.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That was.
Yeah.
That's the best meat.
That is. I think it's what the cows and the goats and the sheep eat.
Yeah.
That is what brings this smell. And you can grill here, and it's okay.
It's not the same.
But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
No.
It's that home thing. So food. Yeah. For you?
For me, the most obvious one is the singing. I think I've talked about this so much. But really, music is in the core of my being.
Yes.
And Carol, my mom tells me I used to wake up at 6 a.m. and sing. This is, I've been singing all my life. And I've been hearing people sing all the time.
Yeah.
And even in high school, I am a teacher now. But with our school, in high school, the first thing you will do, parade, is sing.
Yes.
So you're standing there with 1,000 girls who are singing on point, Carol. The harmony.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss that. And here school, you don't even start school together. Everybody starts their classes alone. And sometimes because I also sing, when I'm singing somewhere and I want people to join in with this harmony, it's not the same. It's really not the same. This feeling of starting to sing home and then somebody else just joins in and it just becomes nobody asks questions.
No.
You're just singing and someone will join into your song and you sing.
And you sing, yeah.
I miss that.
That's so true. Yeah. And the one you said about here in Germany, you don't hear drunk people.
And drunk people. And drunk people.
A good one.
Yeah, I'm telling you this. I've thought about this so long. You hear someone saying, the goats they have.
Yeah.
And their wives and the cows.
Yes.
And how rich and happy they are. They go, fall down, stand up.
Even the making of noise, like when somebody's drunk, just walking around, making noise, playing with children. And we don't have that here.
No. Here, there's a lot, especially when I go dancing. In black clubs, of course. There's a lot of police around them, around there.
Yeah,
so there's always this feeling of, these police people there. And most of the time, there's a fight. I did not grow up seeing drunk people fighting me. I grew up, of course, maybe they were fighting. I didn't see that. I saw them singing. They would fall down. But they would also do some things that are not nice.
Yeah.
But they were not fighting.
Were not fighting.
Yeah. There was this sort of...
There's free. Yeah, just free.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, also something I really miss about home is getting a cup of tea that is full. A full cup of tea. Mimi, I am a Kikuyu. And when you get served tea in such a way that you can even not take the cup because it's full to the brim to here. And when I go somewhere and I pay money for a cup of coffee or tea, I want a full cup of tea or coffee. And here in Germany, even when you go visit somewhere, you get served tea or coffee, it's always half. And you're looking and thinking, hey, people.
You feel cheated.
Exactly. You feel cheated. Even here in the restaurant, that's how we serve.
Yeah.
We serve the coffee.
Yeah.
It's a cup like this one, but the machine, the coffee making machine is what is it called?
It's set in such a way that it doesn't overfill the cup.
Only half a cup is inside.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. Why? Kitambo, before we used to say that the white people have such a long nose.
Yes.
So when they are drinking, they don't get
the nose get into the house. It's true.
I don't know if that is true, but that is what we used to say. That is something I've never understood. And the other day I was in hospital, and this when I was being operated.
Yeah.
And I drink hot water in the morning. So I stood up, I went to the nurse's place, and I told them, could I please have a cup of hot water? So this lady gives me a very big cup, but it's half. And I'm like, okay, so I just stand there, drink the water, give it back to her. Can I please have another cup of water? So I had to ask, because I always drink 2 cups of hot water. I had to give it back 2 times so that I could get 2 full cups. I don't understand that. Why not just give me a full cup of water? I'll even drink it from the table like this. Before I can lift it up. That is home. That is something I miss about home.
And my grandmother, if you dared give her half a cup of...
Yes.
Half.
Yes.
She will not drink it. Yeah. And she will be so mad.
Yeah. You look like you're mean.
Yes.
For
Why
giving
would
people...
you? Why would you do? So even today, and these are the things I had to learn when I came here, because now I was living in a family.
Yeah.
And I was now serving them over full cups.
Yeah.
So I had to relearn that and learn
that.
Yes.
Yeah. But here, here you don't serve full cups.
Over full cups. Yeah. Because it will pour on the table.
And then they have sometimes these nice small cups, and you just take one sip and you're done.
I detest those cups. I have bought myself my own cup.
The big ones. Yeah, me too.
Big one. Even when I'm buying coffee, I go with my cup. And I get my own coffee. Yeah. And if it's not
But you have to buy 2 cups to fill your cup.
I buy 2.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. I don't mind.
This is being cheated. though.
Yes, I know, but I need it.
But that's how it is.
Yeah.
So I miss that about home.
Do you know what I miss and don't miss at the same time about home? I miss a little context. When I came to Germany, I think the second week, we were taking, I told you last time about the child I used to work with, and we were taking her to a dance lesson. And I remember us driving into the church. It was in a church, and it was 2 minutes after 4 p.m. And I remember my guest mother saying, "Oh, no. We are so late. We are so late." So I started thinking, hey, is it supposed to be an hour later, an hour earlier? You know, because her urgency, the way she was so worried about the time, I thought it must be, we must be an hour late. She was no, it's at 4. And I was so surprised that she was so worried about 2 minutes. My brain could not understand this. And I miss about home this feeling of, it's okay. The minute, the 3 minutes will not change my life.
Don't talk about the 3 minutes. Let's talk about the 3 hours. The 3 hours, because we don't talk about minutes. This is
why I say I miss and don't miss.
Yes.
Because if it's 3 to 10, even 15 minutes, I have this grace. It's okay. You know, in Germany, everything in my life is so planned. Every second is planned. And I miss sometimes this just living through the day without thinking too much about the time.
Yeah, that's so true.
But then there's also the other part that I don't miss of someone now, because now I go home, I visit home, and people tell me, I'll come visit you on Sunday. And of course I ask them,
Sunday starts from?
At what time? At what? Yeah, after church. I'll come after church. And then I start asking, okay,
so what
when after church? No, we will see. So there's a time I had invited a few friends. I cooked for them karo. I bought nyama choma. This is a meat. I made food for them. Set the table the way I've learned to do it here. And waited. And waited.
And waited.
And waited.
And then you start getting angry.
I got angry.
Yes.
I finished being angry. Do you know they did not come? That is also something that is so... And then on Monday, when I'm preparing, because I needed to go to town, because I could not get my money just like that.
Yeah.
On Monday, when I'm about to go to town, they are here.
They're coming on Monday.
They were late a whole day. And I asked them...
And they're coming like nothing
I waited for you yesterday. Happened. Why did you not come? Hey, we are here now.
Yeah.
No.
We are here now.
There was no explanation. We are here now.
Yeah.
And I had to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going. And this is something I don't miss. And I know I had now a boyfriend from Kenya. He had just arrived. And he still had this understanding of time.
At home.
He was here,
time,
but he was very new. So for him, time was not very this strict time. So we would say, let's go out on a date. And we'll say, let's meet at 4. So me, at 4,
you're there.
I'll be there. And then I wait. And wait. And the more I wait, the more I get aggressive. I have to wait. This happened 3 times, and I told him, next time you're late, I give you 15 minutes.
And then I'm gone.
If you're not there by 15 minutes, and I don't know why you're not there, because I'm not saying you cannot be late.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're not there. You're not telling me when you'll come. I will leave. And he did that another time, of course, and he was telling me, you have changed. This is why I was... You've changed. And I told him, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't accept that anymore.
And that is not a bad change.
No.
Because we are living here now, and I think the way our lives are here, time is a very important.
Essential.
Yeah. And there's something I was reading. Was it a book? No, there's a TED talk I was listening to about time, saying how you're supposed to value your time.
You told me about that.
I told you about that.
Tell them.
Like, when you think of your time, when you're talking to somebody who's trying to wait, always value what is an hour of my time worth. Like, just say 50 euro. So that's about 5,000 Kenya shillings. Think like, my time, my 1 hour is worth 50 euro. So whatever I'm doing, even if I'm not getting paid, but if I was getting paid, I would be getting 50 euro now. So if somebody is coming and wasting 2 of your hours,
It's 100
letting
euros.
you wait. This 100 euro. Thinking in these monetary terms, especially during the working hours, not like I'm sitting on the sofa like this and I'm thinking, oh, now I'm wasting 50 euro. No, not like that. You'd make your life miserable with that. I'm going to bed, sleeping for 8 hours times 50. No, not like that. But just being able to value your hours makes it much more. You're very conscious about what you do at what time. When you attach the monetary value to your time, it's not just, I waited for you for an hour. No, it was 50 euro.
You wasted my
it was
50
100 euro. And the person I was talking to was saying, my time is worth 2,000 euro per hour, because this is what I get paid if I'm going somewhere to do something. So just imagine this 2,000 euro. You wasted my 2,000 euro because you made me wait for 1 hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So attach this monetary value to you. But I also understand, and I also miss what you said. This thing of being just relaxed.
Yeah.
And
Just being.
Just being.
Not having
this stress.
Do all the time. That is also not healthy.
Yeah.
Just sitting and being. This is something I really
saying,
miss.
I'll come in the afternoon. And then afternoon starts from 12 to 6 in the evening.
6,
yes. So within this time, you'll come.
And there are people who, certain situations, that it's okay for me. You tell me you'll come in the afternoon, it's okay. Because I'm home. But if you tell me we are meeting somewhere
and I wait for you there,
yes,
yeah, that's a problem.
Yes, and I've also learned to value now not just my time,
value somebody else's time. Yeah,
so I really feel guilty, Carol, if I tell you I'll be here by 10, and sometimes the trains in Germany. I know this country is very punctual, but the trains, my friends, the trains.
Wambui spends more time on the road that she does at home.
Yeah, because I really have to
even
travel
when she's
a
coming
lot.
Here, she really, and I'm sometimes very sorry for you for this.
Yeah, for myself too, because it's a long journey. So I really feel guilty.
Yeah,
when I'm not going to be there on time.
Yeah.
So
time.
The
issue of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what don't you miss about that one? We said it's double. It's half.
Yeah.
We miss and we don't miss.
Yeah.
Here is a quick one to tell you about our sponsors, TDX Media. I've been working with TDX Media for about 5 years now, and this has saved my life, literally saved my life. TDX Media has a way of helping you to optimize your office work. So I am a very chaotic person. My office was looking like you can imagine it. And then TDX Media came and they really helped me to optimize the processes, especially the processes of how I work, what should happen when, they came and advised me. They came and sorted out most of my files and all that, because I am not that. And then my website, it's beautiful because it is being maintained, it is being serviced by TDX Media. And then the CEO of the company, Christian Tiedemann, who does all that, comes to you, advises you, he talks to you, he listens to your needs, and then crafts everything according to how you need it, but adding his professionalism in everything that he does, such that at the end of it all, and he will not use anything he doesn't think is okay for the person visiting your website. So if your photos are not good enough, then he'll not put them in. And that is the level of professionalism that I need when I'm working with someone, so that they just don't do everything I tell them to do. They tell me, okay, it's your website, but it has my name on it. So he will not do anything that is not professional enough. And the other thing is event management. Guys, these guys are so organized. TDX Media is so organized. They have taken control and over. They organize our African festival, which happens every year. So I have nothing to do with it. The first year I organized it myself. I almost went crazy. And nowadays I just get calls, or when we're talking, it's a yes, no, and I have nothing to do with it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I love working with these people. I love the way they, present themselves in a way that is, I will talk about professionalism the whole time, because that is what they are. They are professionals. And you see that in everything they do. When they're doing consultations with you, they are very specific in everything that they're doing. You can only be satisfied when you're working with Chitix Media. And I'm so glad that have trusted us now to sponsor our podcast. And I've been working with them all this time, satisfied with their work. I'll continue working with them. So please visit their website, www.tidix.de. That's www.tidix.de. Visit them because you'll be doing yourself a favor. Thank you so much. What I absolutely don't miss about home is the fear of policemen.
Mm-hmm.
I used to fear policemen in Kenya.
Really?
I used to. It also has a history.
Context. Mm.
There's context that I'm not going to give now. But every time I saw a policeman, my whole body cringes.
Mm-hmm.
My whole body cringes because I had such fear of policemen. And since I came to Germany, and it continued for a long time even here in Germany. I remember there was a time, there was an accident out here in this restaurant. And I've been here for 7 years, so it's not very long ago. And there was a knock, or somebody rang the bell, and I opened the door, and what I saw was a policeman. And I shrieked. It was like, what have I done? Because I kind of don't associate policemen with being good people who are helping or want something good out of a situation. It was always people harassing you for whatever reason.
They mean trouble.
So seeing a policeman is like, what is happening? What have I? Yeah. And that was something that really troubled me a lot in Kenya. Seeing those policemen walking with guns, and it was always a heartbeat moment. So I don't miss that at all. So here I see a policeman, I know it's somebody I can stop and ask for the way. It's somebody who will help me in case of anything. And I didn't have that feeling in Kenya.
I still don't do that. I will never ask for the police for anything. I will never do that. No, I will never do that. Police, I just let them go. But also because I've had negative experiences with police now in this country.
Also
I
in
will
this
tell
country.
you in another podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that one I've never had. So
Yeah.
that's why we are saying these experiences are
they're very personal.
They are very personal and different. So, say anything else
I don't miss about home.
Yeah.
The fear of the dark, the fear of night time, the control, this control of,
insecurity.
I love
Insecurity, yeah.
I love that I can decide to do what I want to do.
At whatever time.
I can decide to wear what I want to wear. I can decide to up and come here and go back in the middle of the night, and it's possible.
And your walks, the ones you do at night.
And my walks.
Yeah.
So I don't miss this, not being able to do the things I want to do because of the outside. You know me, I'm not scared of the dark, but when I'm home, I don't go for walks because I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of, I don't know. I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid people don't do these things. My mom is also scared, so I also don't do it.
What would happen to you if you're outside?
Yeah. So there's this, I like being free. And here, strangely, in many ways, I'm not free, but in other ways, as a human being, I'm more free.
Yeah.
So society-wise, I'm less free, but as a human
you feel
being,
free.
I feel more free than when I am home.
Yeah.
So I don't miss that. I don't miss having to think about everything.
Yeah.
I just want to wake up and go whenever I want.
Yeah. The securities, for me, with the darkness, I don't do that. I don't go for walks at night. I'm still that fearful person. I don't like darkness. I just want to be in my house when it's dark. But the sense of security, like I can wear my watch, my rings, my everything, and just walk on the street, and I'll not like be fearful. Sometimes, and it's not always, and we are not talking about everywhere and always, but there's this sense of maybe things have changed. I don't know, but walking around River Road in Nairobi, where I was for a very long time, the time I was in Nairobi, it's somewhere where you have to hold your handbag, and these things also happen here, but not in the magnitude that they are at home. So here you can wear your earrings, your golden chain, and you walk on the street and nobody really cares.
Yeah.
But
it's
in
not
Nairobi,
that special,
it's not that special because so many other people are doing that. In Nairobi, you have to, just be conscious. You're conscious all the time about what you're wearing, what my handbag, I have to hold it. These are things that this just relaxed way. And I love walking. That's also something, now that is something I don't miss, but something I miss about home is just walking around Nairobi. This crowded place, just being inside groups of walking people. I really, really miss that. I really miss that. And I love walking. Just walking. Coming from River Road, I go River Road, nafika huko Accra Road, where I used to take matatus, and then I go Tomboya Road up to Kenyatta Avenue, just walking around Nairobi, seeing people laughing. That one I really, really miss. But the insecurity part of it, and I think this is something that cannot be just missing or not missing. And I think because of nowadays, because we've been here for long, these things have taken some kind of a balance. You miss and you don't miss. And also the other thing I was telling you about missing this society, the way we used to stay at home, all of us together all the time, living in one house. Because when I came to Germany, that is something that troubled me a lot. I was used to being in a big family, staying together, laughing together. But now, when I go to home to Kenya and we are sitting like that for hours, at some point I feel like I now need a little time, space for myself to be alone. It's not like I don't like their company, and I do love that, and I notice that with my kids too, because our life here is such that we are used to this small. I'm used to having my time. I'm used to, and I don't know if that is growth or it's here. I think it's just I really feel like now I need some time for and I'll go to a bedroom, I'll stay there for 30 minutes, I'll breathe, and then I'll come back, and I'll be okay. And that is something that never used to happen to me while I was living there.
You so never needed that time. No. I think it's totally okay to give ourselves the grace of missing and not missing some things.
I think so.
Because sometimes you feel guilty, as if you should love everything that was home.
The guilt.
Yes, the guilt.
How can I not miss that?
Yes.
That is not okay, not to miss that. Oh,
Exactly. And sometimes we glorify home as this place where we loved everything,
but it's not true.
It's not true. It's totally not true. Like I don't miss the dust. When I go to Masailand, it is so dusty. It is so dusty. My sister was telling me, she's wearing, when we started wearing masks, she was telling me, no, me, I'm just wearing, because there was no corona, she was telling me, no, me, I'm just wearing it because of the dust. It's so dusty.
So true. Yeah.
I really don't miss that.
No.
So there's no point in me coming and say, oh, I love the sun, but it was so dusty sometimes I don't miss it. And it's
I love what you just said. Give ourselves the grace. To say, I'm okay. I don't necessarily miss that, and it's okay. And not feel the guilt, because the guilt is what was.
Guilt is a big part. It's a big part of this.
How don't I love my family anymore? Because now I don't miss them with the intensity I used to do in the beginning.
Or have you now become proud? This thing of proud.
That.
Because I was told so much. No, just because you've gone to Maju is what we call it. It's even abroad. Sad, we call it Maju, meaning a higher place.
And it's not a higher place.
It's not a higher place.
It's just a different place.
And it's totally okay to have some things that we like and some things that we don't like. Just like we have in this country, there are some things I like in this country and some I don't like. And it's a human experience.
Yes.
That's
true. That's so true. And there are many, many more. We'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think? What are the things you miss or don't miss about home?
There are many.
There are many. I think we'll be continuing with this conversation as we go on.
We will.
So, what's the next step?
Our next step. Last week, Carol surprised us with a hot seat chair, and we've talked about this. We've introduced this, and even our guests that are going to come, we want to introduce this and integrate this in our podcast. a hot seat question where one of us asks the question and the person answering has 1 to 3 minutes. So it's not a yes or no answer. It's maybe with context if possible, but we want to bring in a question that they have to answer.
Yeah.
And last time I'm the one who was on the hot seat. And today Carol gets to be on the hot seat. Don't worry.
Wambui can be mean, so
don't worry.
Even with her soft voice. Oh God. Yes. Okay.
I've been told that before, but don't worry. We're doing slowly by slowly, step by step.
Yes.
So now I just have a nice. No need.
Yes. Okay.
Easy question. Who is the one person who has really changed your life? One person who really changed your life.
Meaning from when I was growing up?
No, the first person that you thought about when I asked the question. One person who really, maybe not changed, but also influenced.
Yeah,
because
that has...
I'm asking this because you said in the last episode, you've always done things on yourself. I'm wondering, has there been a person in your life that when you look back, and I know there might be many, but is there the one person where you say, this person really
yes, of course. Immediately you say that my brother, of course, my brother David, because that is the person that has, I say a lot, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am right now in so many things. I would be somewhere else, definitely. Maybe not a bad place. I don't know. But the things he made possible for me and for my life, like maybe you've heard me saying, we grew up in a slum, in a ghetto, so there wasn't a lot of possibilities that were available for us. So many of us were just getting pregnant and continuing with life just there. And the thing he made possible for me is to come out of there. So he's the person who was paying school fees for me. He's the only person, if we talk about respect and being afraid, and not even afraid, the person who, before I did something, because I was a bad girl. Don't say bad. I was very, always, that.
We will find an adjective.
We'll find an adjective for that. Yeah. So every time before I did something, like even doing things in school, I would always stop before I did them, just because I thought, what if David knows I did this? What if the teacher calls him and tells him I did this? So he's the person I had at the back of my mind every time before I did something. And that regulated a lot of my being a bad girl, but also the guidance he gave me. He's the person who was always telling me, be the best or among the best. That's something I have taken with me all my life. Be the best or among the best. And that way in life, be it in education, in the work you do, and that is a motto I've had all my life.
So you really are the best and among the best.
I try to be.
Everything you do, actually.
I give it my all.
Yeah.
I give my all.
Yeah.
And that came from him.
I see that.
That came from him.
Wow.
So he has influenced my life in a way that I can never, ever be able to repay him because when people do things for you at a time when you're not able to do them yourselves, there is no monetary value of that. You cannot. Yeah. I cannot even give him now 10 million and say, okay, I repay you for what you did. It's not repayable. It's just the deep respect and love for what he was in my life at that time when I needed him in a way that I didn't even know that I needed him. So he provided things that I did not think were needed in my life. Just the fact of him taking me from that slum, taking me to Nairobi, to start living with him in Nairobi, giving me the possibility of studying law. That is something that, he is that person.
Wow.
He is that. And I'll be forever, forever grateful for the part he played in my life. Wow. For a very long time. For a very long time. And I have him in many situations still in my head saying, the things he used to tell me. And that, be the best or among the best. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's him.
Thank you for sharing that story with us.
Yeah. And thank you, Davy. if you're watching.
Yeah.
I don't know. But know that you are that person, and I'll be forever grateful for what you did for me.
Wow. Wow, we always end in a way that is okay. It ended up being deep. We
Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Yeah. We appreciate
you, and we love you.
We love you.
So share this with your friends, with
and
your
subscribe,
loved ones.
guys.
Subscribe. Yeah. Bye for now.
Bye.
See
Bless you.
Here we go.
Wow.
The
food part. I'm a foodie.
Yes.
I'm a foodie.
So today I made for you for rice. Rice is plant-based. This is plant-based goodness. This plant-based goodness.
Yes.
It's rice, a very nice basmati rice with just vegetables. There's pepper, just goodness. You guys, if you need this recipe, you'll get it on my website, www.chefcarolshow.com. And it's with coconut milk and a lot of coriander and of course garlic. So
I smell it.
Yes.
And guys, it looks beautiful. It's green and red and yellow, and Carol likes colors.
I love combining colors.
About the colors.
Yes.
And this is a work of art.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I try?
Love this. Yes, please do. I just that. There are no, there's no table manners here on eating on the table. This is really good. I love seeing how Wambui reacts when she tastes the food. She closes her eyes like this, and sometimes I think she's almost having an orgasm.
We finished the orgasm talk. We finished.
It's never finished. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
But it is really good, I must say.
Yeah. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.